Welcome back to Tool Battle Simulator. My name is Crow, and today we're going to be upgrading this wobbler into Magneto. I love Magneto. I loved him as Siri McKellen. I loved him as a younger guy. And now we're going to make our own Magneto in this game because I had an inspiration for powers, for abilities, for things that Magneto could do. But for the time being, we're going to design him. And in terms of a helmet, I have a few options of how to do helm. Oh, I'm in torso. I'm like, why can't I find the helmet? I'm in torso. All right, helmet. There's a few ways you can do a Magneto helmet, and there's one in particular that caught my eye, and it's this one right here. Like the fact that it goes like that over the nose is perfect for Magneto. And then we're gonna take it and make sure we color it the wonderful Magneto red, which is that one right there. Doesn't matter if he's on blue team or red team, he will forever have the red armor. Now he needs his epic chest armor with the cape, and there's an ancient armor. It's a Roman armor, which is perfect for this because it has the cape include where are the Romans. Oh, it's over here. Ancient. Boom. Yeah. Take the cape, make the cape purple. Now then we're going to choose that shade of purple. This over here becomes red, and the buttons can also be purple. Yep, we're going purple. There we go. Now we need the underarm stuff going on. So let's take a look and see what we can find in that regard. We also gotta bulk him up because Magneto in the comics is actually quite bulky and quite strong. But we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna give him, I think he needs a bit of an undershirt to cover his arms. Do I suit him up? I don't think we need to suit him up. I don't think so. So let me just cover his, well, this is actually wrong. I need a shirt. Torso. Go into torso. Just grab any old long sleeve, any old long sleeve shirt to cover up all of his stuff to help with the armoring. Like that. Fantastic. And then he needs some bulk, some thickness in the shoulders. So we go over here to the shoulder armor. There we go. Shoulder armor. And we can do that. Yeah, we'll start with that. We'll start there. That's a great way to begin, right? Give him some of that Hulk bulk going on there in the shoulders. And all of this is red, right? But there's still a little bit more purple across the chest. Now, how are we going to do that? And he's also got these weird, like, orby ball things going across his chest from his, like, cape thing going on. And isn't there a ball necklace thing? Ball necklace thing. There's the monk braid. Oh, watch this. Watch. Take this color, this purple. And it goes in with this thing. If you actually know what Magneto looks like, you'll know this works quite well from the comics. That's fantastic. He needs a little bit more, a little more Hulk bulk, a little more strength. And he needs some nice, strong, kind of armored-ish pants. Let's try and find some pants for this poor guy. The poor guy's some pants. Let me just get some regular pants to cover up his skin there. Something like the Fantasy Good pants might do. They don't go very far. I need a long pants. Just a boom, medial pants, long pant, just to cover his legs, so you don't have to see his chicken legs. And then he needs to be a little bit armored up. He needs some boots. I believe they're purple boots, right? We'll go in here. We'll go and grab the feet section. Come on down. We're gonna look for some amazing, just epic boots. If I can think, I'm glancing through all these boots, and nothing's speaking to me. Nothing's quite pulling off. Oh, boom, right there. Yeah. Purple up the boots. Make the boots purple. And we're looking great. Now, he has purple in the gloves, in the gauntlets. And now, you guys know we have no fingers in these gloves here in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. But Magneto can still rock a sick, armored-ish looking glove that should be purple. Great. And then he's got purple across the waist. He's wearing a purple belt kind of thing going on. So let's find him a belt. Are belts on the torso? Pretty sure they're on the torso. Yeah. They're in the torso. No. None of these are working. Does he have like this kind of a belt? It's a belt with a buckle in the middle. Well, if it's a belt with a buckle in the middle, in that case, you might want to do this one, the Viking belt. Like, this is about as belt in the middle as you can get. You know what I mean? And you know what? Looking at him further, I don't think the colors are quite right. I think the red should actually be a step darker, just one step darker. There we go. That makes so much more sense. Now everything makes so much more sense color-wise for Magneto. Magneto also wears like underwear. I call it underwear, but it's not quite underwear, but it's like a different colored groin covering thing. I'm trying to find it. I don't know if anything, like, I want this, but not quite that. You know what I mean? Like, I want that, but it's not that. Does it exist? Can I do anything like this? It's literally this right here. The ancient shorts, if they didn't clip so badly, would be perfect. So we're not gonna use that. We'll take the ancient shorts out for now, guys. And you know what? I don't think he's Hulk enough. I think he needs a little bit more. Go back to the shoulder armor. Do I do that one? No. Do I do that one? I'm leaning to this one. I love this one. This one always looks great. Yeah. Gotta thicken up that. There we go. I love it. Now to finish off the visual appearance of Magneto, whose crown. Can I do anything else of his helmet? Can I layer this helmet in some way to help with the Magneto helmet? 'Cause it's close. It's almost there, but it's not. I don't want to cover his eyes. I guess, man, we're close. It's so close. It looks so good. It's so close. But I can't think of anything else I can add to the helmet to really bring it to the next level. Because Magneto's helmet is round on top, but there's some fun stuff going on in the nose space, and I can't quite pull it off. Now, you know what? We're gonna rock this. Now, to help with the Magneto look, I'm gonna do two things. Two powers before we continue on. The first one's gonna be hover, obviously, because Magneto's wearing metal, and therefore he can hover. Why are you not Magneto? You should be hovering off the ground. No, okay, he's hovering. We're fine. And another amazing power that makes sense because he's Magneto and he has the power over metal is sword casting. Because they're made of metal. You can totally see him hovering through the sky, holding on to swords if they're the only things nearby, and hucking them at people because he's Magneto. This is our visual appearance of Magneto. Comment down below. Give me a score to 10. What do you think of Magneto? First, we're going to call him Magneto, Magneto, and then we're going to go into powers. So what other metal things can you do? It's going to be a potion throw, okay, but the potion, what can I throw this metal? I mean, swords. Obviously, he could literally just chuck swords. And I could do that. Axes are also metal. He could chuck those. Is there anything else in here that's kind of like, I don't know, not a weapon? Cannonballs, bombs, no. Cannonballs. I mean, cannonballs are made of metal. So you could just huck cannonballs at things. That kind of makes sense a little bit. A half chakram is also made of metal. You can just chuck those. Radiant glaives, harpoons are metal. Knives, you could just throw knives. Shurikens and skewers. I wish there was like obscure metal things, like a frying pan. Water jug, not made of metal. If it was, it'd be perfect. I want like frying pans and other obscure metal things. And there's bullets, but of course it can throw bullets. Anything can shoot a bullet. Cannonball, and then we get into these modded items. I can't really use those because they're modded icicle and cannonball. So instead of the throw potion ability, we're going to find something else that kind of screams Magneto. And I'm thinking Banshee hands. Because what happens with Banshee hands is Magneto picks them up. And people are usually wearing metal or have metal parts in them, so that could kind of work too. Or, in all honesty, he could just have no weapons, because Banshee hands are very magical, and he could just use his swords to do the work, because he's literally just using them, hucking the metal with the swords. It makes total sense to me. As for other abilities, he definitely needs a deflect, because things that often fire to him are often made of metal. So we're giving him a deflect ability. We'll give him a godlike projectile block. It makes way too much sense for me. And there's a few powers you could give Magneto, but I don't know how strong I want to make him, because arrows have metal in them, and rockets have metal in them, and cannons have metal in them. So I could literally have him summon these barrages of metal from off screen onto screen. I'm thinking we're doing the rocket one. If we're going to do one, let's do the rocket one. He can just summon rockets. No, because why are there rockets all the time? Cannon barrage, which is just cannonballs, at the very least can just be circular hunks of metal, which could represent any metal he would find off screen, and then just chuck them on the screen and call it a day. So that's what we're gonna do. He'll summon in metal from off screen. He'll be throwing swords around because they're made of metal, blocking things because things fighting him are often metal, and he can hover, and there is Magneto. It's Stats-wise, let's give him 200,000 HP, which is standard for our Avenger level guys. Unit weight is fine. Movement speed, I'll increase it a little bit. Attack speed, I'll increase it a chunk. And then damage will increase it a good chunk. Take a picture of our lovely Magneto with swords around him and everything. Now let's take Magneto for a spin. Here is Magneto in all of his glory, floating in the sky with his metal swords, ready to throw down with a fight I would love to see in the MCU one day. Captain America wielding Mjolnir from Endgame. Can Cap take on Magneto? There is the cannon barrage. These ones are rocks, but cannons fire metal cannonballs. And there's a humongous leap, and the metal is now being thrown by Magneto. And he's stabbing into the chest of Iron Man, or Captain America. Why did I say? Oh my god, could you imagine Magneto versus Iron Man? That's just so unfair. Magneto's like, hey, you're surrounded in a metal tin can. Squish. And Iron Man is done. At least Captain America can kind of fight back. He doesn't need to wear metal to fight Magneto, right? He can just like throw aside Mjolnir, not have his oh my goodness, Captain America with the vicious attack destroyed Magneto. That was insane.